Welcome to the Popish Plot. I'm Nate.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Mike.
So, are there animals on Earth? Yes.
So will there be animals on the new
Will
Earth?
there be animals on the new Earth?
Sure.
In all likelihood, yes. Maybe not all of them. There might be some that are entirely unredeemable products of the fall.
Mosquitoes.
Canadian mosquitoes
geese.
and Canadian geese.
Those things are so evil.
And those gnats that just like fly around your head but are way too small to actually like swat. They can't be good for. I can't imagine a thing that they are good for. Therefore, I cannot imagine a perfected version of them.
Although I will say, I do find the idea kind of fascinating. You're in the new heaven and the new earth, and then you meet, if it is possible, the perfected, redeemed form of a mosquito. No longer a bloodsucker. What would it be like?
Well, yes.
I mean, there's a very small amount of mosquitoes that actually suck human blood during a very short amount of their life. Like, apparently...
All their lives are short.
Yes, but apparently, like, they are useful. They're a pollinator and stuff.
Sure.
So I could theoretically see how a mosquito had a purpose before the fall.
But who needs them when you got bees? I'm sorry.
They're so cute, and they get the pollen on their little fuzzy legs.
Therefore...
I'm just saying my blood is just so delicious to the mosquitoes. I don't want them to drink my blood. I need it.
Can I have a puppy in heaven?
Probably.
Yes, probably. Mm-hmm. Will I have my puppy in heaven?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Let's go with the goldfish example. Will you have back every goldfish that was ever flushed? Probably not. But will
what am I going to do with them all?
But will there be enormous koi fish in heaven? Probably. Because it's fantastic.
They'll swim in the lake of beer and they won't mind it.
I mean, we had a
And we won't mind it
goldfish
either.
We won't mind it either.
that lived an insane amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long my sister's goldfish lived, but it was like at least 4 years.
Oh, my brother had a very long-lived goldfish until our father, in one of his fits of sudden interest, bought a bunch of exotic fish and put it in with the goldfish, and then it almost immediately died. And then he lost interest in all the exotic fish.
I mean, the goldfish, like, literally at times...
The man's a nightmare.
...tried killing itself by jumping out of its tank. Like, it did it more than once. Like, one time, that's an
It's committing
They had to tie netting around the top of the fishbowl.
I'll be honest, I've never seen that. I've never seen a fish try to kill itself.
Like, even the fish is like, I'm not supposed to be alive this long.
I just want... Well, I've known...
Next theological speculation. Can suicidal fish make it to heaven?
Well, it's like when you know a really old person...
And they're just like,
maybe
I'll die.
And they go into the hospital, and they're kind of like, I'm really, really ready to go home. They're not considering assisted suicide. They're not going to kill themselves, but it's like they'd really rather not continue living.
Jesus, I got my ticket in my hand. I just need you to punch it.
All my family and friends are dead. I would really like to go home. Hang in there, guys.
The people here don't suck, but
they're not as good. They're not as good as the people in my day.
I do like the fact that for, birthday blessings, they don't ask your age. Unless you're a really little kid, you'll be excited with it. Or you're someone where the answer's like 99.
Mm-hmm. But again, at the end of life, you're kind of like you were at the beginning of life.
Just like, for Veterans Day, when all the veterans stand for the prayer at the end, and it's just in general, except for, hey you, what war were you in? Because the answer is World War II.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying
what war were you in? Spanish American. Oh, wow.
So what you're saying is that once I get to 84, I should start feeling the need to tell everybody how old I am.
I mean,
because up until about the point at which I was 16, it was really important that you understand I'm this old. Once you got to 16, it's like, I got keys. I don't care what you think.
Whatever. I don't know. It was very important to me when I was 18.
18 was a good one, yeah.
So you're presuming that, you're presuming a 100-year lifespan. So 84 is the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere between 82 and 84 is the point at which, you tell people how old you are.
Yeah, no. That strikes me as reasonable.
Yeah.
possibly for the inverse reason of then they'll take away your car keys. They're like, I'm old enough.
Yep.
I'm 85 and I have you want to take away my keys? I'm 85 and I have a gun.
But do you
I think
yet?
you mean glaucoma.
Not a glaucoma.
He doesn't know that. Shut up, Jimmy.
Anyway, so
So,
possible viewer.
animals
or
in heaven?
dream.
Maybe. I'm presuming that there was, in fact, this person. Maybe they felt they were too accusatory later, and so they deleted their comment.
Maybe. I mean, it wasn't particularly accusatory, if I remember correctly.
Or a family member pointed out to them, no, cats just go straight to hell.
I mean,
It is a cat.
it is a cat.
It is a cat.
All the
I say this
religions
as
are
the cat-
basically are like,
I say
yeah,
this
cats
as
are jerks.
I say this as the cat owner.
He loves his cats.
But yeah. Again, this is why cats are useful to us. This is why we kept them around, because you have vermin and you're like, hey, you're a relentless killing machine, go do. And then they do.
Or they don't,
Or they don't.
depending on what you want them to do.
Then
If
you look at
want
them-
them to do it, they probably won't.
Yeah.
And then you look at them and you say, how much is that mouse paying you?
Then you use reverse psychology.
I'll double it.
But you couldn't kill that mouse if you wanted to.
But anyway, I think we've not answered the question that's
Thoroughly.
unanswerable.
We have not answered it thoroughly.
Yep.
Well, but again, because this is an area where you have saints who have very different opinions. They vary over time, they vary over space, and we just don't know. So there's reason. There is room to disagree,
I mean,
except about cats.
Come at
yeah,
me, bro.
but besides the cats are evil, I don't think it's a matter of faith or morals.
Now that's a question. Will there be cats in the new heaven and the new earth? Probably not.
No.
I mean, they mentioned lions
Yeah.
and cheetahs and things.
Leopards and things. Yeah,
But they're the big cats that are actually, like, statistically the worst at catting.
But maybe
Like, the bigger the cat, the less it actually, kills.
but maybe that's
Which is why that itty-bitty little thing.
but maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is that the house cat is so far due to the fall. The house cat has been removed so far from its big cat origin.
The lion is close to the platonic ideal of a cat. The house cat is deeply fallen.
Yes.
Interesting.
It has all of the aggression of the big cat in an itty bitty living space.
I mean,
Sorry, just go ahead.
I was going to say, I have heard the various memes about how the reason why cats are such jerks is because they're God's perfect killing machine, and you keep picking them up and calling them strong wombs.
This is fair. It's God's perfect killing machine. That's all it does. Every bit of it is designed just to kill. And then you're like, here, play with some string. And they go, oh, hell yeah. They love that stuff. But still, they're not doing their killing. My childhood cat, it extirpated our entire yard. There were no more wild creatures anywhere in our yard. I don't think it killed, but it drove out the rabbits. It regularly killed shrews and birds.
And then it won't eat them, because moles are not tasty.
No, but it would present them to us as trophies.
Yeah.
Look at me. I am such a good cat.
Or
See,
you're a
but this
very
is
bad cat.
But this is my point.
Yeah, maybe it was shaming us.
Once upon a time, them and their ancestors would have been prowling the savannah, taking down massive game in pack hunting formation.
Really, it's our fault. We didn't have sufficient vermin.
And due to the fall, they've house cats have had all the bigness bred out of them, but only in their size. Everything else is still big cat.
The desire to kill is still big.
Yeah.
So you're suggesting it's like chihuahuas, where they're
Yes.
so horribly mean because they think
Yes.
they're a big dog still?
Yes.
And they get very upset when they're not.
Whereas
I'm actually arguing that is
Yes.
exactly the reason why cats are such dicks.
Yeah.
It's because the cat looks at you and
Yep.
goes, if I still had my big body, this relationship would be very different.
this is what I like about cats. The absolute certainty that if I drop dead, they will start eating my body before I'm found.
Yes. Yes.
Cats.
I only let you stick around because you feed me.
Well, I mean, again, you'll be scratching their belly and all of a sudden they sink their teeth, their claws into you. It's like, yeah, I'm feeling the love.
Just gotta remind you where you fit.
And they're so frustrated. It's like, why isn't this working? You should be dead. Why won't you die?
Once again, if I had my big body, this relationship would be completely different.
Yeah, so it's incredibly frustrating. Why won't you die? And I'm like, oh, he's a good kitty. He's a good snookums. Oh, who loves getting his belly scratched? Why won't you die? We settled nothing. It's glorious. So, comment below or don't, and Jess will just imagine it. Give this episode a like, subscribe to our channel, ring the church bell to be notified the next time we don't reach a definitive conclusion about whether or not something goes to heaven or hell.
And talk about a lot of things that have absolutely nothing to do with what we actually came here to talk about.
Tangents.
And until next time, remember to live your faith.
Love your faith.
And
Share that love. The
Yeah,
Popish
it's gonna
plot.
be too
Why
hard.
won't you die?